There's this hater, Eric Roberts. I used to always like to joke around. I say he's the brother of Julia Roberts, the actor Eric Roberts. So he just writes a comment. It was regarding one of my Babylon Lou videos. He says, laugh my, ass off. And people are still too gullible to stop listening to him. He's referring to Lou. Just like how you believe every lie that comes out of Donald Trump's mouth, AMC holders believe every lie that comes out of Lou's mouth. People don't like admitting when they are wrong. They would rather double down and think they are right than to admit they are wrong. Okay, so let's talk about that. First of all, there's many things about Donald Trump I don't agree with. Many things. And I've actually made videos about it. Okay, listen. I don't like what he did with so many things that I could probably make 100 videos on it. Okay, the man, in my opinion, definitely has his faults. You want me to name a few? Okay, let me see. When he built Trump Tower, he used, I think, a company that, because this was all verified, that they had Polish immigrants, and they were in, the work was so horrendous, and they were getting paid such small like wages. I think a few of them actually died. That's how bad the work environment was, and they were working for like pennies on the dollar. I think he had to pay a $1 million like fine or something regarding that. There's so many things. When he built the Taj Mahal, all of these, American, contractors. I'm pro America. Let me tell you something. I love our country, and I am a patriot. And I'm very upset at what Donald Trump did. Okay, because a lot of people don't bring this up because there's some people that are they think he's perfect. He's not perfect. When he built the Taj Mahal, all of these contractors, they were laying out, because when you get a contract to do a job, it is your responsibility to pay for the parts up front. So Donald Trump didn't pay them yet. You follow me? So they paid for the parts. They constructed, they did all the construction work, everything. And then they go to Donald and they're like, look, you owe me 1.5 million. And at the time, this was during the early 90s, he was going through tremendous financial trouble. He was like, I think 9 billion in debt. It was like something ridiculous. So what he did to them was he said, look, I'll offer you, 10% on the dollar. You understand? And they're like, what are you talking about? So like, in other words, if he owed somebody 1.5 million, he's going to pay them 150,000. So the contractor's like, I'll just sue you. He's like, well, remember something. You could sue me, but you'll be in court for years. And he goes, worst case scenario, I could always claim Chapter 11. Now, Donald Trump never claimed personal bankruptcy. See, people have this misunderstanding. I happen to be a Donald Trump expert. He never claimed personal bankruptcy, but his businesses did claim bankruptcy. Okay. And another thing, okay, was he took all of the debt that he owed, because there was like ridiculous amounts of debt that was owed on his casinos. And he started a stock. It was called Trump Entertainment Resorts, okay, and entertainment. And basically the public took on the debt. He switched it. And then the stock plummeted. All these people lost all their money. There's plenty of things about Donald Trump I don't like. Okay, I don't think the man is perfect. I just thought that it was refreshing to see someone who was not a politician for the first time that came into office. It was very refreshing, to see someone who, he was a businessman. I mean, look, he is a good businessman. He is, listen, I mean, maybe he uses tactics that are, sometimes very shrewd, okay? And he can be heartless in a lot of ways because he's a very shrewd businessman. But sometimes that's how you have to be. And I believe that was good for the country, because I believe that a lot of other countries are taking advantage of America. They really are. And you need a guy like Donald. You need a guy who's going to step up to them and be this shrewd, like, no nonsense, not take any shit from nobody attitude. And I've never seen that in a politician before. So that's why I supported him. And I felt that, he was really just refreshing, and he wanted to make a change, drain the swamp, because the thing about Donald is he was a part of the swamp. You understand? Like he He knows all the bad people out there because it was part of his everyday life. It was part of his everyday business. So now he's coming in, and you know what? He can't be tricked because he knows the tricks. How can you trick somebody who knows the trick? Like, you can't out hustle a hustler who's better than you. So these are all the reasons. Plus, I'm from New York. He's from New York. I like that whole New York attitude in the White House. All of these things, I felt that, he was the right person for the right job. And ultimately, he did do a good job as president. He really did do a good job. But do I agree with everything about him? Like I mentioned, that whole thing with the Trump University thing, that was beneath him. That was beneath him. Why did he do that for, in my opinion? You're selling like packages. They were upselling them, to up to $30,000. People were putting on their credit cards where they took a picture of a cardboard box, Donald Trump. That's what they got. It was terrible. They didn't get they were promised. They were being promised that they were going to learn how to become super successful like Donald Trump. Winded up, he had to pay $20 million in a lawsuit that he lost with that. So, is he a perfect person? Absolutely not. Does he have good qualities? Yes, he does. Okay, so I'm not going to say that I like everything about him, but I'm definitely going to say I like things about him. Yes. But I think that goes with everyone in the world. Wouldn't you agree? Aren't there things about every human being in this world that you like and maybe dislike, right? So I just wanted to say, but as far as the Lou followers, that getting back to Eric Roberts' comment, now, I think the Lou followers have no hope. They can't see what a fraud con man that Lou is. No matter how much evidence is presented, no matter how much of a compelling case that I keep making over and over and over again, yes, they don't. They just the guy is selling out everybody. He wants to go into crypto. Let's talk about Ripple now. That's the new thing, Ripple, XRP. What about everything's wrapping up, right? What about that he was going to give all of his AMC MOAS to one special person? What about a year and a half of listening to this guy pump and pump and pump AMC, talking about synthetics, talking about, Robot Godzilla, talking about all of these things, right? Now it's all gone. Now it's like he's giving up on it. And yet they still follow him. They'll follow him right into the flames. So the Lou followers, I think, have no hope. But, listen, for all the people who are Donald Trump, supporters, now you're going to get mad at me, right? Look, nobody's perfect in this world. I like to call out things the way I see it. You understand? There are things about the guy I like, and there are things about the guy I disagree with. That's it. That's all I'm saying.